Hi everyone, this is Chris from Discovery Learning, and this is a very exciting day because we're officially launching Firemods, the Firemods web app, which is now accessible on the web at firemods.co.uk. I'm just going to have a little play around here and show you some of the features in action in one of my own Rise courses here. So after logging into the platform, we can just go ahead and upload any Rise zip file into the system, and we now have the ability to customize that Rise course as has been exported out of Rise with any of the features that we have available to use in Firemods. So right off the bat, I can turn on, for example, the note taker and highlighter system, which just adds this really nice way for users, for your learners accessing your Rise course to be able to highlight and select any content and create notes within the content itself. And then we also have this text-to-speech function, which just sets up a button that user can click at any time in order to read out loud any text block that's within the page that they are currently on. So let's have a look at some other customizations here. So one of the recent mods that's available within the Plus tier is the ability to customize fonts anywhere across any of your blocks. So with this feature turned on, all we have to do is select the text that we want to highlight here. You can see the highlighters getting in the way. I might just turn that off for a second. And with that activated, we can now choose any of these custom fonts out of Google Fonts in order to change the look of that font style. And I can also click on these font increase, decrease size buttons in order to change the way that they look. And then we can also highlight within any of the text within the blocks as well, any of these bold or italic settings if we wish to do so also. So it's very easy to swap out the background for something completely custom that just better suits the style of your course that you're building by coming up to the custom background switch here, and then we can apply a background color, something that matches the tone, a style that we are going for with the course that we're building here, so something a bit warmer. And then we can you can see that this applies the background style across all blocks, so it effectively makes all blocks transparent by doing so. But we can activate this override light style in order to bring back any of those blocks that might need that color that we had in place from Rise itself. And then we can also activate add background image in order to apply perhaps a texture style to the background, as well as this show grid lines, which just creates this grid view, which is nice for readability of the text over the top of that background as well. Okay, one of the cool things that the Rise Mods app gives us the ability to do as well is add new features and new custom blocks to our existing Rise content. So we've also built this ability to create reflection blocks that you can just simply add anywhere into your Rise course. So with this block activated, you can see that I can just go ahead and select the exact location where I want my reflection block to go on the page. And then with that in place now, I can come to the side panel here and customize any of the other settings here in order to customize that further as I see fit. Let's also change the style of this continue button here as well by activating this mod, which just adds the corner radius to the button, and also this button hover effects, which just makes every button within the Rise course just have that nice hover effect as well. And now if we come on to lesson 2, where I have the block here, my text block, where I want to display what the user has typed into that reflection block, I can do that by just activating the display reflection mod here in the left hand panel, and then choosing exactly where I want that reflection text to go. And then I can just go ahead and style this in a way that looks best with the rest of my course. And you can see I can also show hide the title there if I just want to display only what the user has typed within the reflection block in that area instead. And then lastly, I'll just go ahead and customize this top text on image block, which is one of the nice styles that's available in Articulate Rise for creating visual content. And you can see that we have the ability using Firemods to customize some of the styling, the way in which this looks on screen to the user as well. Okay, so I've put in place a few different mods here and a few different new features coming out of Firemods. So I'll go ahead and download my course now. And you can see that's been downloaded to my desktop. So I'll just go ahead and open this in the browser and we'll take a look at the result. Okay, so I've just launched the Rise course, published out of Firemods. And you can see that all of the options, all of the styling and all of the new content types, including the reflection block here, are now being displayed. And you can see that that reflection block carries through to the next screen as well. So everything in effect just seamlessly works when you publish out of Firemods, and then you can go ahead and publish this to your LMS or wherever the course is going to be seen by your users. So there we go, that's firemods.co.uk. Go ahead and create a free account and get started and have a play with things, and give me your feedback and let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.